Speaking of magic all around us.
Uh-oh, this is a good one.
I'm going to take you there. Turning to some theater this Friday. 'Tis the season, and I'm talking, of course, about Nutcracker season. The month of December always brings us numerous productions, big and small, of this beloved ballet. And our Tara Lynn Wagner joined. I don't even want to know what she's wearing this time. She joins us this morning. Where the Nutcracker has been a staple for 37 years. You came down off your perch.
I did. I'm dressed in something more elegant right now. They tried to dress me as a ballerina, but that ship has sailed. So this beautiful period costume is for one of the party moms. That's a role I generally play in real life as well. This is actually one of the original costumes from 37 years ago. And it's one of 300 or so costumes that are in this production, more than 1,000 individual costume pieces. It's all part of the magic that makes up the Long Beach Ballet's Nutcracker.
For some, these notes are the official sound of the holiday season. For David Wilcox, they represent another year in a very long tradition.
Was this the middle?
David founded the Long Beach Ballet almost 4 decades ago, and the Academy presented their first production of the Nutcracker in 1983.
Right here in this theater, and it's been a 37-year ride since then.
And what a ride it's been. Over the years, the production has grown in size and complexity. More than a choreographer, David considers himself an entertainer, and he pulls out all the bells and whistles to make sure his audiences stay entertained.
Flying sleigh, pyrotechnics, magic tricks. The last thing I want is for somebody to come in and then sit there bored, falling asleep.
There's also a full symphony orchestra that includes not one but 2 harps, exactly how Tchaikovsky wrote it.
Only one other company in the country does that, and that's New York City Ballet.
But of course, with any Nutcracker, it all comes down to the dancing.
This is what it's all about.
There are over 270 performers on stage at the Long Beach Convention and Entertainment Center, all but 10 of them students at the Academy.
But you'd never know it. You'd think that you were watching a full-scale professional production.
Dancing professionally wouldn't be a stretch for Audrey Williams. She's been on her toes since she was 3 and came here to see the Nutcracker for the first time when she was 7. It was a magical experience for her.
I had never seen a ballet performance, and especially to this spectacle, it was so grand.
Audrey takes ballet very seriously.
It's my toe spacers.
Practicing 6 days a week, sometimes more.
Feels 24/7.
But all that hard work is paying off.
Perfect.
This is her 10th year in the production, and she'll be performing the role of lead Spanish dancer. Out there on stage, she loves seeing the little girls watch her from the wings and remembers vividly what it felt like when she was in their shoes.
Being in the wings, watching the older girls doing the big roles, it feels very rewarding, and that magic is still there now that I'm an older girl getting to be a lead.
They get to stand on the side and watch them with their beautiful tutus and on their pointe shoes, dancing and dreaming of being on pointe someday. And the amount of inspiration and intensity and love that's in this production is just overpowering.
Lifting young dancers as they leap toward their dreams.
And I'm joined now by Cheryl Carr, the wardrobe manager, and she is responsible for keeping all of these costumes looking as beautiful as they did the day they began. This one, 37 years old, but are they still in use?
Definitely. These are the original costumes as well. They're used in the Act 1, this one as well.
So beautiful. The detail is amazing.
We use them constantly. They have been used all 37 years, and they've held up well. But many costumes tend to deteriorate over time, and so we've had to replace them.
Mm-hmm. So those would be these brighter costumes then. As we get newer, the audience expects things that are a little bit more vibrant and bright now.
Right. That's the vision of our director, David Wilcox, is to just upgrade and lift everything up, brighter colors, and it enhances everything, the entire production.
And not just new costumes, he invents new characters to a certain extent, and that means new costumes.
Exactly, exactly. Whatever he thinks up, we get to design new costumes and develop them and make them from scratch.
They're beautiful. And your own daughter grew up in this production too, is that correct?
She did. From the earliest, she was actually in the very beginning, the first productions, and now she's moved up through all of the dances, performed many of the roles, and now she is the ballet mistress and production manager.
So definitely a family affair here, guys, and a magical production, as you can see, with these colors and the sparkles and all of the detail. It's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, it's like the classic production, multi-generational. Thank you so much, Terrace. Lynn.
Every year, our kids
Nothing like the
elementary did it.
holidays.
It was great.
We just saw the chocolate Nutcracker with Debbie Allen. That was really
Hot
fantastic.
chocolate Nutcracker,
Yeah.
nothing like that.
Is
You
that
got to
still
see that
on?
next year if you missed it. We'll
I'm
be
not
back.
sure, but it was great.
No, it was only 5 days. All right, well, anyway, we're going to make a turn here, go into some theater on this Friday. 'Tis the season, right? And I'm talking, of course, about the Nutcracker season. The month of December always brings numerous productions, big and small, of this beloved ballet. And our Terrace Wagner, our resident theater guru, joins us now this morning from Long Beach. The Nutcracker's been a staple for 37 years.
Are you
Hey,
in the production
morning.
or are you reporting on it?
I think both, right?
I wish I was in the production. Right now, I am just sadly reporting on it, but I'll start working on my ballet a little, maybe next year. Now, I am on stage at the Terrace Theater, where the Long Beach Ballet has been presenting this production of the Nutcracker for 37 years. It is a beloved production, and it is huge, with some 270 dancers. One of them is Julian Sands. How long have you been involved in this?
I've been with the Long Beach Ballet since I was 5, and I've been doing the Russian for at least 10 years.
So is this the role that you always aspired to?
Yeah, I remember I was 7 or 8, and my mom, I was telling her, "Oh, Mom, I want to do that." She goes, "Yeah, right, sweetie." Well, look at me now, Mom. Music's getting ready.
All right, I'm going to get out of the way because I think they're going to do a little Russian dancing for us. Here we go. Open tomorrow? You open tomorrow? Opens tomorrow? You can definitely see why this is one of the most popular numbers in the show. And this, of course, opens tomorrow night here in Long Beach. There are 7 performances between this weekend and the following weekend, so lots of chances to come and see it. And, you know, we've been talking all day about how this is really a family affair. Julian, your parents are also in the show. Is that right?
My mom is one of them party moms.
He's a little out of breath. He's been busy. His mom is a party mom. His dad is Clara's dad,
Yeah.
right?
And he's been doing that since as long as I've been in the production.
Yeah. So a family affair here. David's daughters are also involved in the production. One is the stage manager, one is playing the flute in the orchestra. And he said what's really special is over 37 years, he's seen kids grow up in this production, go on and have kids of their own, and now those kids are dancing in the production. So it's really a family tradition.
Terrace, we have Melvin, who's danced with Debbie Allen and other parts. You know how hard that was to do.
Yeah.
It's super hard.
Are you kidding
I was
me?
mesmerized. You're awesome, man. Nice going. Yeah.
Really.
So tell us.
They're very impressed.
I'm glad to hear that.
All right. So Terrace, can you tell us like a little bit more? Like, there's little kids in the show, there's big kids in the show. We hear it's a family affair for him, right?
That's right. The dancers are as young as 4 years old. And I think there are a couple of professional dancers, but the bulk majority are students that are at the academy. But yeah, as young as 4, they get their start, they come out, they do a little pointing and everything. The crowd goes crazy, of course. That's the most popular thing. Next to the Russian dancers are probably the 4-year-olds. And then they get to watch from the wings and they see the big kids and they have something to aspire to.
And that theater, the Terrace Theater, is spectacular.
It is, yes. It's 3,000 seats. It's like the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion in its scope here. So poor Julian is just so out of bed right here. But it's 3,000 seats, and it's really a beautiful space, and it's a wonderful space, I imagine, to perform in.
Oh, it's breathtaking just to have the energy of 3,000 people just hit you all at once. There's nothing like it.
And to hear them all cheer at the end of that fantastic number for the Russian dancers. Amazing.
We're cheering
Make
here.
a night of
Thank
it.
you
Great
so
restaurants
much.
down in Long Beach.